What's up, guys? I like remembering things, and I just beat Lies of P. And I guess while it's still fresh in my mind, I wanna get down my opinions. If you don't care, that's fine. I'm sure the eagle eyes out there have noticed human. I I think if you compare any of the humans to any of the actual bosses, they don't even they'd be at the bottom tier anyway. I just figured I'd separate them with two caveats being Veronique, I think technically would be with the other humans, but I'm gonna put her with the bosses. And Lumacchio, is that his name? He's also like a boss, so he's going up there with them too. I guess so. SS is gonna be like truly to me memorable. Like when I think of Lies of P, I'm gonna think of these guys. S is gonna be great, like fantastic fights. They just maybe don't stand up with the top dogs, but still fucking loved them. B and C are two different levels of good, but good, but I guess you'll see. Whatever. I guess the perfect way to describe a B at like exactly what it is would be the very first one, Parade Master, who is the tutorial boss. I mean, loved him as the tutorial boss, but his moveset isn't very complex. You know what I mean? It's a good fight, good opener. Mad Donkey, yeah. So I'm gonna put him on the first one in the human tier because he's a human and he's the first one. I really did like the bridge, like the place you fight him at and his weapon. I really do think he's a cool character. So he probably will be pretty high up. I remember the Scrapped Watchman pretty fondly. He's kind of an iconic boss for this game, I feel like. I'm definitely gonna put him in A tier. I don't think he stands up here in S's with the greats, but I think for sure he's probably going to be the highest A tier. It was the first one that actually like challenged me in the game, and I think that means something. It's the first big boy boss. I think that means something. Survivor, I mean, other than the fact that that's my favorite mask. There, I mean, you fight him in a small, cramped room with a table in the center of it. It's pretty lame. Puppet of the Future. I don't want to make an entire tier just for the Puppet of the Future, but it's pretty underwhelming boss. Let's be real. You fight him 3 times, and the first time you fight him, the only reason he's hard is because he's in like a pool of poison. It was fun working through the problem in the moment, but like in hindsight, it's not really a fun gimmick. Whatever. King's Flame Fuoko. I would put him right after Scrap Watchman. I kind of put him in the same regard. King's Flame is just like a big brutish hunk of steel that fires at you if you get far enough back, but I mean, I barely let him, so like, I don't know. You know what? I'd put him at B. I'm gonna put him at B. I like talk to myself down from it. I'd put him in B. It's kind of like it's a little generic. I think that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Detoned. Oh, you know what? I don't think I fought her. I think I lied. I think I lied to her. Um, but I'm still gonna put her above Survivor. Okay, so Fallen Archbishop Andreas. I think I got lucky. I actually beat this boss pretty fast. But this was the first one that I would truly call like that was a great one. That's a great boss. The design of Phase 2, fucking terrifying. It's so cool. It is so cool. The front and the back are two separate entities. I mean, with one health bar, of course, but like maybe an unpopular opinion, but I didn't mind fighting the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I don't think they were both technically ganks, but I think they handled them in ways that you don't really feel them being ganks. The first one though is it's kind of a little underwhelming. You're just fighting the big guy, and then the other three come. I'd give a B. I'd give a B to that one. The place you fight him in is so cool. I love the boss arena for this one, just like the flooded neighborhood. Also, I will clarify that I like to rank them in order. So it's like putting them back here means that I like Parade Master and King's Flame more than I like him, and I like King's Flame more than I like Parade Master. This is just another boss I just ran around backstabbing. That's pretty much how I beat all the humans. I just kind of backstabbed them like crazy. The Mad Clown Puppet. You do fight him twice. Second time is not nearly as memorable. It's a pretty standard run of the mill boss. I mean, there's really nothing special about it, but there's nothing negative about it. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I'll put it at, it's a very, very, very low B. I'd give it a low B. I'd give King of Puppets an S. I think that was a pretty fun fight. A pretty good fight. And the weapon that you get from him, incredible. The fucking scythe. He's so cool. The actual transition from phase 1 to 2, I really like it when they get super different. I think the first part was way harder than the second part. Actually fighting Romeo, right? Actually fighting Romeo wasn't too bad. Champion Victor. I think I liked him a lot less than a lot of people. This might be one of the more controversial ones, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I would put him at the high B tier because I think there's just other enemies in the game with his move set, right? The like the wrestler brawler guys. Even other than that, he was just like he was a wrestler. I mean, he just did a bunch of like punches and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident with the high B. So, sorry. My exact opinions about Survivor are my exact opinions about Owl Doctor. Small, cramped room, pretty boring fight. The only difference is I love the Survivor's mask. And I used it way more than I used that damn owl. This fucking green monster, huh? This piece of shit. This is the first hard one. This is the first one that I would consider like hard. I think it's the first one that took me more than an hour to beat. I personally believe that most of the difficulty comes from really weird hitboxes. I'm debating between A or S. That's my thought process right now. I'm debating between an A or an S. You know what? It's very memorable. I'm going to remember the fuck out of it. I would give it a low S. I'd put Robber Weasel above the Atoned. Walker of Illusions is so funny. I walked up to her, didn't really realize it was a boss, killed her, then moved on and forgot about her. Is this like a hard boss to anybody? Cuz she's got, or he, I feel like it's a girl, I don't know. They have a ganking mechanic where she summons the other person, but it wasn't even really a problem for me. I actually really do like the tone of the fight. It's like quiet tense. I do like that. I would probably give it a B. You know what? I would actually give Champion A. I was wrong. The more I dwell on it, the more I think about the actual rankings, I think I would put Champion Victor in an A. Corrupted Parade Master. I don't like reskinned bosses. I think, unpopular opinion. I don't like when they do the same thing twice. If you do it, I feel like this is the way to do it. There was just enough. Narratively, it made sense. Narratively, it helped to tell the story. And I think that's really great. I would put it just right behind Parade Master. I really don't knock this one for being a do-over. I really don't knock it at all. One of the only things I knew going into this game was that fighting the Black Rabbit Brotherhood was a pain in the ass to fight. I thought that they were talking about this first one. And once you figure out it's not really a gank, they just attack you one at a time. Just every now and then you kind of have to avoid somebody else. I think it becomes way easier. I think I figured that out way fast. And so it never really got frustrating for me. I really liked this fight personally. It was hectic seeming, but it really wasn't all that. It was still very slow and methodical. I really actually liked this one. I'd give it a high A. Come on, go over. Whatever. I will give it a high A. Door Guardian. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Are people joking online? I forgot who the Door Guardian was. I just looked it up. I walked into this boss, fought him in like 30 seconds, and then moved on with my life. But I was browsing like Reddit forums and like just other forums and everything too. And some people really have a hard time with the Door Guardian, and I guess it's a gimmick boss. I just started whacking his legs. Maybe I missed something, but I would give Door Guardian a C. I don't know. I don't remember it at all. I didn't fight Black Cat, but I can imagine this fight is probably cool because the arena that you would fight him in is really cool. So I'm going to put him also above Survivor and Owl Doctor. Red Vox. I didn't fight her and her arena looked boring. So I'll put her at the bottom. I just didn't fight her. Okay. Yeah. Laxatia. If I'm saying it right. I mean, come on. She has to go double S. She has to. It's so good. It's such a good fight. I will say that I think what makes her so hard is specifically that one move. You know the move. The dive. where it's actually just like you can't react to it. You just kind of have to know when to hit the button. I think that's pretty lame, but she rarely does it. And before she does it, you can deflect all of the projectiles and do a shit ton of damage. So it evens out, but that's, man, great fight. Awesome fight. And you fight her on the bridge. It's so cool. Simon Manus. What are we gonna do with you? I'll put him in double S, but I think Luxatia beats him out. I think he's got a cool ass design. It's a really cool design, man. Like that is what a unique design that is. The way his left hand and the left side of his body is just another body, and it's just like a human made of light, and the left hand is just his left hand is so cool. And then like that's also his new face. It's so cool, and his magic looks awesome. It's so fucking cool. Nameless Puppet is cool. Had I played the game when it came out, and this was the final boss, I think it would have gone up here. But spoilers for a little later, like the new final boss really just overshadows him. And thinking about him now, I'd probably put him in S, which is still great. I I still love the fight. It's a cool idea for a final boss with Geppetto just marionetting an older puppet. It's such a cool idea. And it makes so much sense. Like the fact I didn't see it coming is crazy. But it's so cool. I love the fight. Tyrannical Predator, I mean, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, man. He sucks. That fight sucked. Because it was the DLC, I don't know. It still felt fun. I don't know. What a ass fight. Booty. Markiona, honestly, Markiona is one of the Markiona is so fucking cool. She's so cool. What a good fight. Do I have to explain it? That's double S for me. This game really did, I feel like, gank bosses right. Markiona and then the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, I guess those are the only ones. I really think they did a good job with it. Veronique, I don't feel right putting her with the other humans because there's a little more to it there. But I would still say she's like middle of the road. I'd put her up here, but I think that's recency bias. But it's not like that big of a recency bias, so I would put her, I think, there. Pretty much middle of the road. Two-Faced Overseer, I think that's an A. I think that's a pretty strong A. That was a fun fight. I didn't use the summon. You have to stun him to stop his like berserk or something like that. Whatever his gimmick was, I was like, oh wow, that's like really, you gotta play aggressive against him, and that's something that you don't really have to do to anybody else. It was a fun little gimmick though. Like that's a cool fight. Yeah, pre-metamorphic Green Hunter. I honestly don't remember. Oh yeah, he runs away at the end. I think it's like the Parade Master and Corrupted Parade Master, but without, like, this didn't have to be the same fight. Like, they even call it pre-metamorphic. It could have been way different. It's like they were expecting the nostalgia factor to be like, oh my god, I know that guy. I fought him in the base game. Oh, I'm in the past. That means I can see past creatures and stuff. But it didn't work for me. I'm sure there's like a lore reason or whatever, but I did give this one kind of a pass because the lore was cool. No, I didn't like it that much. Oh, the Anguished Guardian. Honestly, I kind of forgot about this guy, but I would definitely give him. I'd probably put him there because, like the Green Monster of the Swamp, I think a lot of the difficulty comes from he's so big, so you can't really see a lot of what he's doing sometimes. But once you learn like what he's doing, it's really good. It's a really satisfying fight. Umakio. I went into this fight thinking it was gonna be fucking easy because he was a human. This fight kicked my ass, man. This took me longer than most of the DLC bosses, I think. This was a hard fight. I don't think it was hard because of any fun reasons though, but I loved the idea of it. I'd put her probably after Veronique. I'd put him, sorry, after Veronique. And then Arlecchino, honestly, he's gotta be the number one S, right? Dude, that guy's genuinely, like, this is my opinion. That's the hardest boss I've ever fought. By a long shot. By a long fucking shot. This was the hardest boss. This was the hardest thing I've done in gaming. But he's so cool. He's so cool. Personality wise, like when you finally beat him, he doesn't even give you like the satisfaction because when he's dying, he's just like, oh well, that was fun. Whatever. And then he just dies. That piece of shit. Okay. That's my tier list. Let me know if you hate me because of my tier list, or let me know if you think I'm super really cool. Honestly, I think this really reflects my opinion. I think now this really reflects my opinion.